Structure for the city will never be able to catch up with the aspirations of the people.
सर इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर की अगर बात करें तो पुणे हैज मेट्रो एक्सपेंशन, रिंग रोड, न्यू एयरपोर्ट.
Yes.
Is this aligned with the Pune city's development, with the infrastructure development?
Pune today has a metro of only 31 kilometers.
Okay.
With all our expansion plans, and I'll give you data as we speak.
Please.
We will at best go to 10 kilometers. Punekars are facing disruption every day of their life. They're taking 2 hours to reach their home, which is so unfair.
सर इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर की अगर बात करें तो पुणे हैज मेट्रो एक्सपेंशन, रिंग रोड, न्यू एयरपोर्ट.
Yes.
Airport has shifted from Chakan to Purandar. Now finally we are having the airport. Is this aligned with the Pune city's development, with the infrastructure development?
I always like to look at what is happening in other cities, then ask ourselves whether Pune is doing well or not. If you look at Mumbai had a metro line corridor of 337 kilometers.
337 kilometers.
Pune today has a metro of only 31 kilometers.
Okay.
With all our expansion plans, and I'll give you data as we speak.
Please.
We will at best go to 91 kilometers. Now, what they did with Mumbai is something phenomenal. And this is, I'll just digress a bit. It's a story I heard from McKinsey. I was talking to a very senior CEO from McKinsey who heads the India operation. And he was one of the people who were advising Mumbai on their infrastructure development. And this was in the era of the first Devendraji's CM tenure, which was 2014 to 2019. And during that period, they had this whole grand plan for Mumbai, I beg your pardon. And the grand plan was for building these 337 kilometers of metro. This is for coastal roads, this was for trans-harbour roads, this was for HCMTRs, everything together, okay? The highway, the bridge, motor transport, the road transport, everything put together. And the bureaucrats were at that time advising the CM and that they should do it in phases. And McKinsey was advising the CM that we should disrupt the whole city. It might take 7, 8, 10 years. But let's do it at one go so that when it is all done, Mumbai will be a completely different city.
Different city altogether.
The CM took that call. He said, let's do it, let's disrupt the city. And full credit to him for that. Because
Mr. Devendra Fadnavis.
Because in the last 10 years, of course it didn't take 7 years, it took a little longer. But today Mumbai is completely done. And it will continue to develop even further. Of course, Mumbai is the capital of Maharashtra. It's a very, very important metro, one of the most important cities in our country. So there is a distinction between what we can expect in Mumbai versus what we can expect in Pune. Okay, though it should not be, but
but not 10%.
So now I'll come to the. So Pune is growing slowly. It's not as if there are no plans on paper, but the fund allocation, the effort that is required, may be wanting a bit. Having said that, there are some things which are very good. For instance, the current 31 kilometers constitutes of 2 major metros. Then whatever there is now the Hinjawadi to Shivajinagar metro which is being done. The current metro is only from Vanas to Ramwadi and from I think Pimpri to
Shivajinagar. Sir, मेरे हिसाब से
maybe from to Swargate now.
Now to Swargate, yes.
Now to Swargate.
सर मेरे हिसाब से तो हिंजेवाड़ी का जो bottleneck तोड़ने के लिए they should have started with हिंजेवाड़ी.
Sure, but for whatever good or bad, the Hinjawadi will be operational in another year's time. It's been delayed inordinately, and so Hinjawadi metro will happen. Then they have a lot of other metros planned. For instance,
yesterday or day before they announced from Undri Kondwa to Lohegaon.
So I'll tell you, from Swargate to Katras is about 5.5 kilometers. PCMC Nigdi, we already talked about Hinjawadi to Shivajinagar. In the phase 2, they are planning Khadakwasla, Swargate, Hadapsar, Kharadi, which is the most ambitious plan. It is almost 26 kilometers. Then they have Warze, Manikbag, then they have Ramwadi to Wagholi, Vanas to Chandni Chowk, Yevlewadi, Ramwadi, Lohegaon. So there is a lot of plans which are afoot. They are also planning on the same side a 31 kilometer HCMTR, which is a high-speed motor transport road. And they are also under the smart city mission undertaking a lot for digitization and sustainability and upgradation of the civic infrastructure as it exists today. They are expanding the STPs in the city. Almost 1500 MLD is what is being planned, and airport capacity. Even with the current existing airport, which they have expanded with the additional length of the runway, will go up from 9 million to 14 million eventually. So from these points, I think Pune has plans, and give full credit to the government for giving it the importance it deserves. The only issue is the implementation at the ground level, which is, I think, could be better.
The most critical part of it
could be faster. In the same way that Bombay was done, we heard poor Punekars are facing disruption every day of their life. They're taking 2 hours to reach their home. Structure for the city will never be able to catch up with the aspirations of the people. So this, to my mind, is the most important consideration.